It is with profound sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved Peter Biscette, better known as Son of Gara Babano, who passed away in the Victoria Hospital on Saturday, May 21st, 2022 at 5:05 p.m. He was 88 years old. He was predeceased by his wife, Philomene Biscette, also known as Gladys. Left to mourn are his children, Peter Biscette, also known as James of Gara, Solange Biscette, also known as Merlin of Connecticut, USA, Sophia Biscette of Corinth, who works at the Ministry of the Public Service, Teresa Biscette, also known as CeeLo of Connecticut, Nigel Biscette, also known as Wayne of Gara, Nicholas Biscette, also known as Nico of Martinique. Adopted son, Moses Samuel and family of Kako Babano. His grandchildren, Dwayne Philip, also known as Chaz of Gara, who was his caretaker, Karen Biscette and family of Texas, and Teresa King and family of LeClaire, Joyanne Biscette and family of Connecticut, Nali Walter and family of Texas, Grace Angelo and family of Florida, Larry Biscette of New York, Mitch Biscette and family of Connecticut, Guy Angelo Jr. of Corinth, Jade Biscette of Gara, Chelsea Bastien of Connecticut, Naj and Nadej Biscette of Lac-Wamingo, Kamala and Grace Biscette of Marigot, Drusilla Malanda and Eva Delaire of Connecticut, Annie and Gladys Biscette of Martinique. His 10 great-grandchildren, Mercil Charles and Annalena King of LeClaire, Nalani Walter of Texas, Anaya and Zaire Biscette of Connecticut, J.C. Biscette and Annabelle Sherbin of Marigot, Delaney Owens and Dashiell Owens Jr. of Florida, Aria McFoy Biscette of Texas, his daughter-in-law Jessica Biscette of Gara, whom he adored and loved as his own daughter, and who was also his caretaker, brother and sisters, Bartholomew Biscette and Frances Paul and families of England, Maximina Biscette, also known as T-Toon of Gara, Lucia Biscette of Connecticut, Selena Wilfred and family of England, Margaret Fisher of New York, Marcel Marius, Teresa Marius, and Rosalind Marius and families of Gara, Thelma Filbert of Suriname, many nieces and nephews, including Amos and Trevor Paul of England, Sophia and Sharon Biscette of England, children of his late brother Victor Biscette, Andrea Alexander of Labrie, Patricia Modeste of Entrepot, and Victory Biscette of Laguerre. His sister-in-law, Unica Theodule of Windjammer, brother-in-law, Cuthbert Lucien of St. Thomas, USVI, son-in-law, Larry Pelzer of Connecticut. His close friends, including his cousin Doris Biscette and her mom Sonia, Arbai of Gara, Zizel of Connecticut, his cousin Virginia Biscette of the U.S., Carl, Bernie and Allison of Gara, Cletus of Gara, Catherine Robinson Liaguno of the U.S., Tony Eugene of the U.S., Lenneth Biscette of Gara. Also left to mourn the Biscette families of Gara, Babino, Dennery, Mico, Villefort, Choiseul, the U.S. and England, the Samuel family of Kako Babino, the Daniel family of Gara, Frances Rubb and her father Leeton of Laguerre, Many of the relatives and friends, both here and abroad, too numerous to mention. A special thank you goes to Dr. Eugene, Medical Director of the Respiratory Hospital, and all the other doctors, nurses, and staff for their care and attention to our dear father. The funeral service for the late Peter Biscette, better known as Son, will be held at the Good Shepherd Church in Babonneau on June 30th, 2022 at 2:30 p.m. The body would then be laid to rest at the Gara Cemetery. The body now lies at Rambali Funeral Parlor, Calvary Road, Castries. Special note, transportation will be available from Gara at 2 p.m. to take persons to the church and back. May he rest in peace.